are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray.
Artist First brings a little sunshine into the lives of elders with dementia through opening minds through art, or OMA.
Artist First mission is to bring art into the community as a source of healing and integration, and to use art to foster growth in disenfranchised individuals, specifically individuals with disabilities, veterans, youth, and now elders with dementia.
OMA is a subsidiary of a national program that relies on imagination instead of memory and focuses on strengths instead of lost skills.
They are adults with amazing talents, and that's what we focus in on.
I have seen the artists express their creativity, their feelings through the art. And, you know, that's something where they may not be able to get it out on a daily basis, but, you know, sitting down and having that freedom to get it out there on the media is really, really doing something for them.
It's fun, something to do, too, and then see your pictures maybe on the walls or something. It's just phenomenal.
I'm a fan of and caregiver for my father. We have seen him grow in his confidence about his own expression. Words are hard for him to come by sometimes. So how beautiful it is to see him be able to express himself in another medium.
Each artist teams up with a volunteer for 8 weeks of no-fail art projects.
It's really opened my eyes. There's so much life behind people that you don't really get to know, and I would never have, you know, heard about or heard the great stories from unless I was in a situation like this.
This kind of looks like looking out at the ocean.
Richard did the whole thing.
Yep. The wind's blowing the colors.
I really feel like I'm making a difference in individuals' lives, even if it's just for an hour a week. It's still an hour away from the rest of the world for them to just relax and have a friend there and do some art in the process, you know?
Well, you get out of ourselves, you know, and you get into, and we're like, whoa, I didn't know I could do that. You know?
No matter the skill level of the artist, this group is about so much more than art.
It's the social aspect. The tendency for the disease is to pull back and become isolated. And so it's more important for her to be around people.
Oftentimes, many individuals with disabilities or dementia have decisions made for them and not with them. So being able to have ownership in a studio really builds a person's sense of self-determination.
I could even put this on the wall and say, perfect.
I hope the class helps her to realize that her brain isn't shot. There's a portion of it's not working well, but that she can still learn new things and be excited about that.
The beauty here is that there are other people who will laugh at his jokes, who admire his work, who understand that it's as much about the process of being here and being together as the product, and that's what works best for my dad.
This is Richard's. Wow. Richard did this one.
Care for the caregivers is another important aspect of OMA.
Having a program like OMA not only gives that individual with memory loss a renewed sense of worth, but what we found was that it's respite for the caregivers.
Each one of these things gives me a little bit of time to myself. I have to take care of myself too in order to be able to take care of her.
Sessions culminate in a community art exhibition, highlighting the artist's work.
It is amazing to see the artist walk in and look around the room and say, I did that one. I did that one. I remember doing this one. And it is such a great sense of pride, not only for them, but their families.
Through paint, paper, and personal contact, Artist First is helping to bring joy to artists and their families, one project at a time.
Since I first set foot in this studio, I've loved the spirit here, and I think it's a fabulous resource for the St. Louis community.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine.